And I'm looking at Hillary Clinton, and I say to myself, I'm not knocking her. I understand that she probably is the best vetted right now. She's been through the process before. She's been the Secretary of State. I just want to call out the Democrats and the Republicans for not having other female candidates that could be represented during this primary process. I want to call out the Democratic and the Republican parties for not having viable candidates, especially the Republican Party, especially after Sarah Palin, especially after how that went and the circus that ensued during that process. So I was just thinking about, it isn't that if a woman is elected, it isn't like society as a whole or society as we know it will be thrust into utter chaos and there will be burnings and lootings and people will go running through the streets, you know, in chaos. I just don't see that when we have so many women at so many levels from the top, in the government, all the way down to regular, regular jobs, regular people from white collar to blue collar. There are more women in more leadership roles, leadership positions, and they are excelling and they are strong leaders. So I just would like to challenge the Democratic Party and the Republican Party to seek out and invest in women. Invest in the women in the House of Representatives. Invest in the 20 senators that were elected in 2012. Invest in them. Put them out there. Let the public get to know who they are. It isn't just a man's world. It isn't just a man's country. And I'm a man. I was raised by women, like I alluded to earlier. So I understand how, and I've seen a woman be in a position of power, in a position of authority. If there's trepidation, if there's fear, look at Margaret Thatcher. She was a force in those House of Commons sessions. So it isn't that it's like an inferior thing or there's a weaker vessel here at play. We need to really challenge ourselves. America right now needs to look at itself deeply, needs to take a deep look at itself and look at the divide, look at the inequality, look at the fracture within our country, the fractures within our country. So that's pretty much what I wanted to speak on. About that, I had to do the part two because I accidentally hit the button and cut off the video from the first part. But I'm still undecided. I just would like to see more women represented and more women offered up as choices so that we can choose, so that we can make the election process, the elective process, the process by which we choose a president more complete, much more immersive, much more involved, because it isn't just a group of guys and one woman, or it isn't just a group of Caucasian men and a man of color and a woman. It should be women, it should be men, it should be men of color, it should be just like there's all of us folk up here in America in this great melting pot, that we need to have that diverse representation and we need to see it. There's a need for it. So even if Hillary Clinton isn't elected, and I have a feeling she may be elected, but I would hope that we don't wait 15 to 20 years before there's another woman that could be a nominee. Or that we don't have to wait 15, 20 years before there's another man of color that gets a serious chance to run this country. Be he African American, Hispanic, Indian American, any ethnic group. Like, I would love to see more opportunities as this country continues to grow and morph and evolve and become what it is now. So I'll leave it at this. Right now, Hillary Clinton is the woman representing women. I would like to call out that there are more women that are capable and there are more women that have an agenda and have a platform and can actually implement their ideas and their leadership style to contribute to making this country better and to continue to making this country respectable. And we don't need to laud all of our hope on one person, one woman, just because she's been around or just because she has a pedigree. we should give other women and other people a chance to develop a pedigree, to be considered qualified, so that we could have more women, not just for nominees for president or vice president. Why don't we have a bigger pool of qualified women to pull from as we nominate Supreme Court justices? And that'll be extremely important because we need to nominate one now. And then after the general election, we're going to need to nominate 2 to 3 more. So there needs to be a representation and a face that says that not only can a man lead, but a woman can lead, and a woman has led, just like a man has led, just like people who are young can lead. You know, we have to get out of the antiquated sense of this is what I know and that's how it's going to stay, because right now that is the weight that is sinking our ship and we cannot stay afloat. So, hey, if you like that, if you want to subscribe, please do. If you want to share, if you want to comment, do a reply. If you have a difference of opinion, please share it. Let me know what you think of the video. And I'll talk to you guys later.